Welcome to the audio excerpts of special seminars and conversations with Nolan Narula on gettingpositivekarmanow.com.
Yes.
So I wanted to just express my gratitude for bringing this healing community, sir, for us, because the support and the cooperation we receive is just immeasurable. At times, of course, we send healing, but still there are times you feel lonely, and suddenly the support comes from everyone, which is just out of the world, sir. So I really express my gratitude to you.
And I'm very happy that you've taken advantage of this.
And I would definitely like to say that whenever they get together, they all start giggling.
Because this is the only place we know what we are feeling. When we go somewhere else, if I say that something that it may not be taken as,
So you should make a program to meet with each other, frequently or whenever you can. You should work it out. Even if it's for a social. Yeah, so you're most welcome to come here.
Sir, I also have a question.
Yes.
So the detachment from the healing result. My experience is of late that I'm realizing when it comes to immediate family members, I still feel that I do want to send healing in a certain direction to influence the results. But I also realize that I should not be doing it. How do I get myself to that?
You can absolutely send healing requiring or asking for a certain result. There's no problem with that. But expecting the result is a problem. There should be no absolute expectation of result. That is detachment. The point is that I want to send healing to this family member or that family member. That's okay. But I'm not going to get disturbed if the result doesn't come. That is the thing. Because there are so many factors out of my control or out of my area of capability. I can't expect that anything I wave a magic wand and it's done. No. The results are not in my hand ever. Results are coming from elsewhere. This Krishna is made clear, I think, in the second chapter or third chapter of Bhagavad Gita, that there is a whole background to how things work and how the result comes. And what you're immediately doing at that point is not the only factor. There's a lot of other factors underlying that particular result or event. And a lot of pre-preparation has gone into it. So you could be, this was a question that actually came up with Sai Baba, the original Sai Baba, the only original Sai Baba. Whether he was saying and doing things that were bound to happen, or they happened because he said it. So was it that he was just speaking something that was going to happen in any case and it happened? Or is it that his speaking made it happen? And this is the same question that has been asked of other healers. Is this happening just because it was meant to happen and you happened to say it and it's done? So you had nothing much to do with it, really. Or is it that you actually caused it in some way to take place in the way that it did? So we can say for sure, if you're connected and if you're a healer, definitely your saying is making it happen or your doing is making it happen. When you don't get that result, it doesn't mean the healing didn't go. The healing also went. But that result is not legislated for you. Some other result may be there, or it may come in a different form, or it may come much later. That you have no control over. So there are many things that will work quickly, many things that will work in the medium term, some very long term, and some you won't see. People are sending healing to their end of their life, which may be 60, 70 years from now also. Okay? You won't know till you pass that time.
So then what's the difference between it manifesting in the best interest of the healing? Because we are sort of affirming that this should happen.
Not always. We don't always say best interest. Best interest is a slightly lazy way of sending healing. This person should do in his exams in his best interest. What does that mean? You don't know. It's very broad and too general. Be specific. Best interest is a kind of a overall general well-wishing thing which is very broad and wide-ranging. There's no focus to it, actually. But if you include that with a focused statement, then it is meaningful. This person has performed well in his interview and he has got the best possible job where they've got the maximum pay package, working very compatibly with all workers there, their peers, their juniors, their seniors, their bosses, in this person's best interest. Now you may find that there'll be a couple of jobs, for example, where both these parameters are there, but one is more preferable. And that may be a lesser paying job, but it may have a better work environment for that person to make him happier. So at the end of the day, it's not the money. It's not the name and the fame. It is how you are looking at life, how satisfied you are. Actually, the factor is of satisfaction. Am I satisfied? Because if it says don't endeavor too much and don't be attached to result, it means that you need to be satisfied. Otherwise, you will keep endeavoring, isn't it? But if you are satisfied, what is the need for you to endeavor? We are not saying be lazy. We are not saying don't do work. It's that this tremendous unhappiness and feeling I don't have, feeling a lack, that creates the dissatisfaction. I have what I have more than enough. If you are, for example, financially spending less than what you have, then it's better.
So if you're satisfied, will we have affirmations? What will be sent to you?
You tell me, what are you satisfied with? Or what is it that is a cause of dissatisfaction? That's the other way to look at it. What is dissatisfying you?
It can be better than this. And then you design...
Everything can be always better. What is better? I can have a better car, I can have a better this, I can have a better house, I can have better than what? Better, and what does that mean? How important is it? What's wrong with the job I have? Why better job? What is better? More money? Is that what it is finally equating to, more money? Is it not?
So it's better to pray that you enjoy what you are doing today.
Yes.
Because this never ends, you know.
Yeah, it's endless.
More, and then you are not grateful for maybe the change because you've forgotten. You are so used to living now in this way. Maybe you remember when it's not there, then you suddenly realize, oh, I never had it, and I've enjoyed it for so.
Yeah, you should. You should look at what is your current position, and why not enjoy this than waiting for a future enjoyment. The dissatisfaction factor makes you not enjoy what you have today. Forget the gratefulness for the moment, forget the thankfulness, forget anything else. But the fact is, if I am looking at something else, then my attention is not here. Just if I am writing some notes on the phone, on my whatever text editor I have there, I'm not paying attention here. I'm just noting something, and these are theoretical. I'm not getting the realization aspect. One needs to be aware of these mechanisms. Making notes is fine, but if you pay attention to what's heard and if you are attending enough such conversations and meetings, then you know it. Then it's a matter of discussion and you are reminded of that and you can connect immediately. If you have your notes and then you're trying to think, what note was that, where was that?
When you go back, sir, you forget that feeling when you wrote it, then you keep wondering, why did I write it?
Make your notes, no problem. You can get something in three-dimensional form to take with
We
you.
were scared, so the notes were a reminder when we were not scared back home. When we read it,
Yeah, you can read notes. That's why I put stuff up on the web, and you
now
can look
that
into
is
it.
So good for people like me who
So you can
want
consult
everything
these
out.
conversations.
it's so nice.
You've been listening to a discussion with Nala Narula on www.gettingpositivekarmanow.com.